There are moments when I'm watching Amazon's Tokyo Girl where I get this sense of yearning. Its glistening optimism as the camera moves through Tokyo at night blends with the growing sense of artificiality as its inhabitants cling to dreams of high-end apartments and expensive jewelry. It's here, amidst these clashing ideas, that the show works to highlight this existential search for fulfillment amidst the barrage of expectations placed by society. Tokyo Girl is a show about the plight of the modern woman, from workplace politics to the expectations of childrearing. But it doesn't hold back from critiquing mistakes they make along the way. We see women who cheat, who backstab, women who change who they are for their husbands, and when they break the fourth wall to address the audience, which they often do, they indulge in self-delusion, finding excuses for their way of thinking. They cling to what they have and come up with reasons why they think the things they pursued have true value. And while these women can't escape the eye of the camera, I believe the show's brilliance comes from how it manages to lift them up, not tear them down. Written and directed by Yuki Tanada, Tokyo Girl follows the life of Aya Saito from her last year in high school to her 40s, as she moves from Akita, a small rural town in the Japanese countryside, to the glittering metropolis of Tokyo, framed in a series of connected vignettes that jump between stages in her life, most often defined by the different wards within Tokyo that she lives. Aya is possessed by her pursuit of things to complete her life. Influenced early by the fashion and lifestyle magazines that she would read, Aya came to see these things as a checklist on her way to being happy and successful.
予約の取れないレストラン、代理店の彼氏、やりがいのある仕事、六本木ヒルズ、バージンシネマのレイトショー、一泊二日の箱根旅行、ハリー・ウィンストンの婚約指輪、幸せな結婚、人生をコンプリートするためのアイテム。
This pursuit carries Aya into working for a fashion magazine out of college. And while it seems like she's enjoying her time, the fear of a life unlived drives Aya into a sense of limbo. Even when she has a boyfriend that makes her feel loved, safe, and comfortable, it scares her that that could be the limit of her own happiness. That's not what those magazines said would fulfill her. That yearning for more was still there. So she goes on more group dates, meets another man, and moves away. With each time skip, Aya struggles in pursuit of these things. How much of what she thinks happiness is comes from the magazines that she now helps write? What about her relationships? With her biological clock ticking and her own expectations of marriage looming, Aya resorts to a marriage service. After years spent chasing the perfect life, she is forced to drastically change her expectations and rediscover what she really values. During these matching sessions, we discover another type of woman, one who dresses inexpensively, who avoids items that make her look high maintenance. They've arrived at the same point as Aya, but this is their arena, and Aya is the fish out of the water. It takes a lot of effort to find a husband, but when Aya does, it feels cheap and artificial. Marriage was just another item on her list. It was the ultimate goal, but then why does it feel so empty? During this next scene, Tanada brilliantly reveals Aya's insecurities. As she and her husband walk along the seaside, other inhabitants break from their daily rumblings and whispered gossip to address us.
エビちゃんが引っ越してきたんですって。私、幸せですよ。マンションのグレードが上がったら。
なんで？分譲の人のものなのに勝手に使わないでほしいわよね。ねえ、マナーも悪いのよ。もう 知恵じゃないとほんとね。
幸せですよ毎日。
迷惑よね。
やっぱ元気ないよ。具合でも悪いの？
大丈夫だって。
本当？
うん、ほんと。
To Aya, these people represent a mix of expectations and desires. Her future might sound like those women. Once again, Aya's doubt echoes within. Does she listen to it or suppress it?
あれ？昔もありましたよね、こんなこと。
何どうしたの？ぼーっとしちゃって。
幸せだなって。
What's special about Tokyo Girl is that Tanada rarely vilifies or condemns this behavior. This self-delusion is a pitfall we all share, but we have the chance to change and grow from it. Maya, another character, is also a great example. At first, only focused on landing a rich, successful husband, she stripped off parts of her personality that could get in the way of that goal. In the process, she even ended one of Aya's relationships after luring her boyfriend away, only later to return apologizing about what a mistake it was. The series has a certain forgiveness for people like Maya. There's an insistence here that there's no one answer to Aya's plight. The man she wed turned out to be just as self-serving as anyone else, so her marriage dissolves and she carries on. She moves to other neighborhoods, dates different men, and the same incomplete feeling persists. It's on Aya's journey where we see other women on different paths. Some pursue simpler lives, others move abroad. There are those focused on their pets, others on their jobs, and everything in between. These people serve less as characters and more as examples. They don their identity and wear it proudly. It's ironic that Tanada uses them to suggest that regardless of what works for the individual, we all share this same existential angst and yearning. So it's okay to be vain or a career woman. It's okay to be indecisive or weak-willed. It's all part of the Tokyo process. For her part, Aya manages to find her own tentative peace, one that stems from a mix of her more extravagant desires and a measured patience. At 40, looking back, Aya still wrestles with her regret for leaving behind a simpler happiness in favor of the chase, for missing her window to have children. Even in the end, with all that's happened, Aya still looks over her shoulder at what she could have had. Because that feeling really never leaves. We just get better at ignoring it.
頑張りましょう。次から次に手に入れたいものが増えてくるんですから。
Thanks for watching. I truly believe that Tokyo Girl is one of Amazon's hidden gems, which I think more people should watch. I'm looking to make more of these in the future. Next episode will probably be on The Expanse, which is another Amazon series. So look forward to that, and I'll see you next time.